Okay, so we started page 26. So we start off with Wahunta saying, asking about health and responses. Wahunta saying, so repeat, Wahunta saying, alright? And then we have this one, responses as Mihoye. Exactly. So Wahunta saying Mihoye. Right. So if anyone asks you Wahunta saying, you say Mihoye. And then we have Nawunswe.
What about
Right. So you can use that one, or Nawunsu Wahunta saying.
So what is how are you or what do you do?
It's asking how are you?
How are you?
Exactly. Wahunta saying. Then you have Apomwe. Right. The next one, Wapumwe. And then Apomatisai. And in response, you can say Apomiye. And I said Mihoye. Boko. And I said Aye.
So all is I'm fine.
Right. So all of those, you can choose any of those. You don't choose all of them, you just choose one to respond. So if someone says Apomwe, you can say Boko or Aye.
So MU is what's the meaning of MU?
Move inside. So you say move. This one is joints, like the joints. And then move is inside. So what you're saying, literally, you're asking about the inside of the person's joints to ask, are they okay? Right? So if you are not doing well, then you can't walk. It's like your joints are not fine. So say, Apomwe. So it's asking about.
That is fine. That's asked.
So this is just what makes it a question.
Fine.
Right. So joint inside and then question. And this makes it a question. Apomwe. So when you say Apomwe.
I'm fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Right. Apomwe. Right. Literally is to be. Right. So if you say my joints are, then it means that they are fine. Apomwe.
So if we answer the question, the first two words should be same, and the last answer, which is it seems like English. It's good. It's good.
Right. Yeah. Like that. So it's like, are your joints okay? My joints are okay. Wuhunamwe. Right. So it's asking how is your body. Hunam is flesh, right? It can also be for your body. So wuhunamwe. So it's asking how is the inside of your body. The response. Nihunamuye.
I'm so sorry.
I was thinking if anyone will come, Umbe will come.
But it looks like they have forgotten that we have a class.
No, maybe because of the weather.
Well, I put it up on the internet on WhatsApp, and you can't believe we agreed on a date. So,
Well, that's what we agreed to. All the students said they could.
Yeah. Actually, this was raining, so
they oh, by this. They said
Good night. Bye. Come on. I'm waiting for them to Literally.
Which side is it? Tu vas pas t'aller.
No, don't call it fun. Don't call it fun.
Donc on est mal. C'est le bel outil.
Ah, oui. And we just came to the top of 27. Wohunamue. Wohunamue. So the mu and the a is written separately, but when you pronounce it, it comes together. Wohunamue. And then response, mihunamuye. Mihunamuye. And I said, boko. And I said, eye. Boko. You just hold out the second R. Boko. And I said, eye. Eye. At the side. At the side. And then response, You can also choose onyamiadum. And I said, onyamiadum mihoye. So we saw mihoye on the left hand side on page 26. It's the same thing coming again. So onyamiadum mihoye. Onyamiadum mihoye.
And that's the response for existing.
Yeah, you can use it for any of those, especially if something more formal like wohunte saying. Is it onyamiadum mihoye? So even you see it says this is a formal adult response. Onyamiadum mihoye. And then the cultural note, it says it is not proper for an Akan child to ask an adult what to say unless it is known that the adult is sick. Right? And the reason why is that the adult is presumed to know about all of the medicines, or even if they don't know them themselves, they would have other adult friends who could help them. So if you, a small child, you're asking what to say, what if the person says, well, miyare 3D? They're saying, I'm sick with this. What, as a child, do you know that the adult doesn't know? So it's seen as being rude for you to ask the elder how they're doing.
Well, it's similar to my culture, but it's something I don't understand. I am sorry, my culture.
Yeah.
So, for instance, you squat and you don't do it. If you're an elderly person and I meet you, I squat. And I don't say anything till you greet me and I respond. So that's how it is.
Yeah. There are lots of cultures that are like that. Not all are like that. There are lots of cultures where it's seen as being rude, especially to ask the elder how they're doing. And again, the idea is that the elder is expected to be wise. They're expected to know, different things. So if you are asking, how are you? Then the person says, oh, I have cancer, I have leukemia, I have this, I have that, and then you just go. As a child, are you supposed to know more than the elder about how to treat all these things? You understand? So it's like even if the elder doesn't have every medicine, they know the people in the community to consult with. They know, various things they're supposed to. So for you as a child to ask them is tantamount to assuming you must not know how to treat yourself. So let me as a small child come and tell you how to treat your cancer and your malaria and your jaundice and your kidney problem. You understand that? So if I tell you what the ailments are, what can you do about it that me myself I can't do about it. Right? So that's the idea.
If we want to ask you how are you, so which one should we use?
Okay.
We can use that multi-sense, right?
Yeah, but what to say is more formal. You can use what to say.
It's okay.
Yeah. So what you're saying is more formal than at the same.
more formal.
So since I'm your teacher, you should use the more formal one.
Here it says, it's not powerful and I can't chat as an adult once it's saying, unless it is known that the adult is sick.
Yeah. Well, I don't consider you all to be children, and I don't consider myself to be old enough to be in that particular position. So for us, I just finished my PhD a few years ago. So even though you all are younger than me, it would still be, fine because we're not that far separated. This merely takes effect if it's someone who is old enough to be your father, right? So like the one that you would say, yeah, ja, and yeah, not too. That those are more the ones that you would do something like that for.
But here it says, if it is known that the adult is sick,
Exactly, then it's okay.
it's okay.
Yeah. So let's say everyone in the community knows that this person has been sick for some time. Then you can go in and then that one isn't seen as being rude.
So normally we just use assistant.
Say again?
Normally we ask if we want to grade some people, we just use that assistant.
If you all are in the same, if you're peers,
Parents.
peer, it means the same age roughly. So another student in the class, then you would greet them with etisang, right?
So older people we use.
Say again?
If we grade older people, so which one should we use?
So if they're not old enough to be your parents, you can use the more formal etisang. But people who are old enough to be your parents, you shouldn't ask them how they're doing. They would be the one to ask you. What you would use is the time of day greetings that we covered before. Ma'achin, ma'aha, ma'adyo. Those ones are safe, right, regardless of age. So those are the ones that you would use.
So you can't use any of the variations, so you can't even ask a poor boy
For who?
for even adults. You can't use any of the
No, not unless it's known that they're sick. If you do, oftentimes they just won't even respond to you, or if they do, they will chastise you. So like for example, if they say, at the time, you say, hey, no sweat, they won't even respond to the no sweat. So you ask them, how are you too? They will just keep going on and they'll think to themselves, and as for you, you want to raise well. Right? You may just be used to doing that, but you can't do that. It reflects very poorly. So let's look at this dialogue 2, page 27. We have Ajanom Memamwache. Ajanom Memamwache. Mohuntisai. Mohuntisai. Yanhoye. Na wonswe. Onyamiadon. Minsomehoye. Yedanyamiasi. 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 Right? So if it's only men who you're greeting, a group of men, Ajanom says fathers. Ajanom Memamwachi. Now if it's a group of women, then what you're saying is mothers, you're referring to them as mothers. Enanom Memamwachi. Men and women. Ajanom and Enanom Memamwachi. Ne Enanom Memamwachi. Yeah. Good. So in this Ajanom Enanom or Ajanom ne Enanom, so it's the ne is the and as a connector. Now you only use that ne when you have individual items. We, ne, we. So if you have individual items like this noun, ne, this noun, that one is fine. If you are connecting sentences, you use a different one, you use na, right? If I say, makoho na, maba, it's I went there and I came. In that one, you don't use this one, ni. I hope you're following. Ni is only for connecting individual items. So it's not like English where you have and that's used for everything. In this one, you use ni for individual items, use not to connect sentences. And there are several African languages that work like that. You have a different connector for items, a different connector for sentences. Let's try that dialogue. I want one person to choose to be A and another person to be B. Okay.
Yang Yuan.
So the yedanyamyasi, so the da, it makes it, even though they're written separately, the da and the nyame, it comes together like danyame, yedanyamyasi.
So N we don't pronounce the N.
It is, it's pronounced yedanyamyasi. You just don't pause before you say it, right? Yedanyamyasi. It's the same thing for the one above, minsu minhuye. So minso. So you don't pause between the min and the hin. So it's not min, hinso, it's minso. So it's like saying the men's room. It ends up sounding like men's room, minso. Right? So it flows together, minso minhuye. Let's get to another A and another B to go through it.
In general, memoachi, mohotisei, oyamiado, minasu mi hoye,
Minso minhuye.
mesu mi hoye.
Let's continue. I think we have that. So classroom greeting. So agu, agu,
Ago,
agu. Amen,
amen,
amen.
amen.
Good. Memoachi,
Memoachi,
memoaha, memoaha,
memoaha,
memoajo.
memoajo,
Yeja.
yeja,
Mohotisai.
mohotisei,
Yonhoye no unswe.
yehoye nausue,
Minsu mihoye.
misu mehoye,
Yedanyamyasi.
yedanyamiasi,
Yedanyamyasi.
yedanyamiasi, yedanyamiasi.
Yedanyamyasi. Akonyo wo ho.
Ako,
Akonyo wo ho. Akonyo wo ho. Akonyo wo ho. And I say, Edwa wo ho. Edwa wo ho. Edwa wo ho. And I say, Mebajo tenasi. Now you see it gives the appropriate spelling on the left, but what it sounds like is on the right. So you see it kind of flows together. So instead of saying mipa wo cho, that's correctly spelled, but the way you would actually say it is more like what you have on the right. Mipa cho and tenasi. Tana is a different word from asi. Those are two different words. But when you say it, it sounds like it's one thing. So tenacity.
Where is different? The first sentence, like this one.
So the left-hand side is spelled correctly. That's how it's supposed to be spelled in Chi. The right-hand side is what it sounds like. So it sounds like it all comes together. So if you're writing, you don't write it like how you say on the right-hand side, right?
So we write it like that.
Exactly. So the left-hand side is written. The right-hand side is what it sounds like when you speak it, right? Good. Medawasi. Medawasi. Good. Medawasi. And then you also have Medasi. Medasi. Ma and Nasi. Menasi. So Ma and Nasi. Menasi. Insigne. Monsieur. Insigne. Insigne. Medasi. Mema monsieur. I. So this one you can hear two pronunciations of it, either I or ane. Ane. I. Either one is fine. Debbie. Eye. Mema odie. Eye. Medasi. Right? Or you can say mami and then whatever you want. So you just fill in the blank with whatever. Ubenom dien. Ubenom dien. That's over page 29. Ubenom dien. Ubenom dien. Eye medasi. Menom. Menom. And then you fill in the blank with whatever it is that you want to drink. That's beer. That's just English. So it's just written phonetically how it would be written in Chi. Monsieur. Monsieur, that's water. And then it says, after offering a seat and some water, you ask for the news message from the visitor. So it had the bro. So saying here it's peaceful. So what they're doing, they're asking, well, what about you? Where the place where you're coming from, is it also peaceful? So I've told you already that where we are is fine. So now you're expected to come with whatever the case is from there. And some people say that at former times, people would need to know if you're running from someone, do we have to hide you? Is everything okay? Have you had a long walk and you're about to have a heart attack? What's going on? You understand? So this is even why you give the person water before anything, right? Ekwansu or ekwansue. So you can add the same air that we've been seeing before. Amania. Amania. Ekwansu bro. Ekwansu bro. You can also use, this isn't here, but you can also use ekwansu boko. Mebisrao. 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 So I came to visit you. Sura, Sra, Migistrao, Ministrao. Good. So it's saying this is just one option. Students should find more. So you could say, Yakwanso Bro, as I mentioned, I gave you another one, Yakwanso Boko. Right? So Bro, Boko. Akwaba. Akwaba. So this is how you welcome someone. And in response, Yaja. Yana. And I think we mentioned this before that the response is not Midasi.
Yes.
Right? If someone is doing that, they're thinking in English. They're using key words to really speak English. Right? So Yaja. Yana. Ipacho. So now we're coming into getting to know others, right? And we're going through everything, but we can go back and do a review before we finish because it's quite a lot of information to cover. So we'll come back. So getting to know others. Ipacho Yefrosai. Ipacho Yefrosai. Yaframe Kofi. Yaframe Kofi. Right. Now, I shouldn't have this problem in this class because I think we can all hear tones, but you'll hear people who don't know tree, they'll say Kofi. It's never that. Kofi. Okay, Papa. Yafrosai. Right. So here it says it corresponds with the English passive. What you're doing is saying, we call you how. So it's like a collective sense. And you can think about it like you are not the one who's calling yourself. Some people have issues with this because they know English and say, I am called something. So they want to say, mes frères. No, it's not you who are calling your own self. It's the collective. What do we call you? Right? So, Yefra was saying, right? And it says literally we call you what? Actually, literally it should be we call you how. Saying is how. Yefra was saying. Or you can use Wafra was saying. As they call you how. Wafra was saying.
So your response would be framing.
Right. So depending on how the person phrases the question, that will determine how you want to respond. So variations of this. Odin desai. Mindinde kofi. Midinde kofi. So let's try that one. Let's ask each other names and get each other's names. Fatima 29. To run the pen drive? Oh, you're supposed to take it off the pen drive long. I have the e-copy, so I can give it. Oh, you don't have something to put it on? Asking each other names.
think in this case, it wouldn't be appropriate to ask an elderly person what his name is, like, what is with it.
You know, culturally, people may avoid this, especially for elders or even for peers, and they may try to find out from someone else what your name is, right? You know, it's what they call a face-saving device, so I don't have to ask you directly. So I may hear you being called something, and once I hear you being called that, then I just will call you. And you may wonder, how do you know my name? But of course, I found it in other ways. So another one, would design, with the coffee, with the coffee.
So what day is
29. By the time I give it to you, maybe on Thursday. So put it directly on your laptop. Alright, so now let's practice. Let's look at page 30, the top of page 30. Your friend was I. So now I'm asking you, your friend was I. Your friend was I. Your friend was I. No, your friend was I. And now your friend was I. Within the side, page 30. Within the side, within the side, with the side, you can. Uh-huh. So you can switch. Usually people will respond based on how you ask. Well, basically they're trying to get information on what your name is. So you can even switch. So for example, if someone says, well, what to say, you could say, yeah. You could say, Bobo. So it's a language. Just like in English, if I say, how are you doing? You could say, I'm fine. Everything's okay. Right? Depending on the resources you have, that's how the different responses can come. All right. What you saying? What you saying? What you saying? You like that one? Good. Well, Papa Din design. Papa Din design. So in the place of Papa, what's the word for father that we've learned already? Good. So you can say, Wajja Din design. Wajja Din design. Good. So those are interchangeable, Papa and Ajja. So who can try another variation on that? Activity 2.1.3. Practice on other people's names. So Mami is mother. What's the other word for mother that we learned? Enna. Enna. So from low to high. But now when it's possession, it's pronounced as wunna. 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 Good. Wajja. 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 Good. Let's try with someone else. Put the name or of someone else that you want to know about. So look at the top of page 31. You can use any of those to fill in the blanks. So Wafa, Miaba, Miabama, Kunu, Yiri, Kuna. Right? So the top of page 31 are the ones that you can use that to fill in the blanks. So I can say, Miyiri dinde akosia, Miyiri dinde akosia, Miyiri dinde akosia. So what is yiri? The who rather is yiri. Exactly. Or if it's you, I can say, Wukunu dinde saying, who is kunu? If you just want to make it generic. So Unria did the same. It's your sibling. If I say Miamba, now I'm specifying. If I say Miambama, I'm specifying. And then also you see at the bottom of page 30, you can say Nidinde Yefrano Adi. Right? So you're using these using the possessive pronoun Nidim as his or her name. Nidinde Kwesi. Nidinde Kwame. Nidinde Ifya. Yefrano Ama Ade Ajua. So try to practice some of those amongst yourself. So think up a scenario. Here's a married woman, you want to find out what her husband's name is. So remember to leave out the saying when you're responding. So if I say, what Jadin is saying, you want to say, Met Jadin is saying, and then mention the name. So the saying is the question word. So you have to remove the saying to replace it with the answer. So I also ask, Dr. Zuena, haven't made a sentence, but you've given us information. So we'll let you catch up. We're looking at pages 13 and 31. So now we have a question and answers drill. We want to say, and the response? Good. Let's do this. I want for one person to read the left-hand side and someone to respond with the right-hand side. Ba. Bama. So again, when you see the parentheses, is to give you the pronunciation. So sometimes the way it's supposed to be written is different from the way it sounds in the language. So the left hand is giving you how it's supposed to be written using the real writing system, but again, the right hand side is just going to say, but when you say it, this is what it sounds like.
I know people who are called Arena.
Yeah.
It's like,
If they're speaking Equapim or Fanti, then it's Berima. If they are speaking Asante, it's Bama. So because we're looking at Asante Chi, it's going to always give you the Asante Chi pronunciation. Now, there is a case where you have someone who's named Yao, and then they're Rane, that's what they refer to as a praise name, would be Yao Berima. Yao Berima. They can do Yao Berima. Yeah. But almost everywhere else, Berima is going to be Bama. Sewa is your father's sister. It will be like, but only your father's sister. Your mother's sister is your mother.
so your mother's sister before.
And now,
Your mother's sister.
she is also your mother, so you also refer to her as Inna.
But your father's sister is
Sewa. Same thing with Wafa. So your mother's brother is Wafa. Your father's brothers are just Ajak. Right?
Your mother's sister
Is
is Enna.
right.
Your father's sister is Sewa.
Yes.
But your mother's brother is
Wafa.
Wofa. And your father's brother is
Ajak.
Eja.
So this means you have multiple fathers, you have multiple mothers. And the way to distinguish is inapini. So let's say you have your mother who is a middle child. Now her older siblings will be inapini, right? Her younger sibling inakuma wakakra. Kuma, so that's younger. So she's your mother, but you're saying my younger mother, my older mother. Same thing for Ejak. I hope everyone's following. So Ejak, your father's brother is Ejak, but let's say your father is the middle child. So then his older brother will be Ejakuni. So your older father, or Ejakuma, your younger father, or Ejakakra. So Kakra is smaller, junior. It's the same. Kuma is also junior. Kuma or Kakra. Wofasi. So your Wofa is your mother's brother. You are that person's Wofasi. Like that, but only in relationship to this person.
Only relationship to your mother's brother.
Exactly.
Can it also be niece?
Usually they use Wofasi wa. So the wa makes it feminine. So this is your Agap, this is your Emma. So here is you. Is that me? So this is me. So my Emma, her brother will be Wafa. To me, and with relationship to me, this is my Wafa. With relationship to me, any of her siblings would be Emma, Benin. Or Emma, Ma. So here's my Agap. Now, in relationship to me, his sister would be Sewa. You may see the name spelled like this. This is ruffalization. There's no R in it. Sewa. Right? This is the spelling in G. This is how you have it. But now, his brothers, if he has an older brother, that would be Ejapini. If he has a younger brother, Ejapuma. Hold on one second. Ma. Yeah, put out bra, bottom, and homa. Who is out? No, I'm teaching out there. So come to the library. Yes, come to the library. I'm teaching a class in front at the top of the bookstore. Okay. So keep going. So who is Akonta? No. Yes, in relationship. So I'm married, and you are my wife. So your brothers are now Akonta with relationship to me. So my brother, yeah. So brother-in-law. No, your wife's brother. Yes. Your sister's brother is your brother, right? Oh, if you're marrying your sister, then you have other things going on too. That would be Mujafra, which would be abomination. No. So this is, I'm the husband, and this is my wife's brother, specifically. No. So Mojafra, this is blood mixing. So if you have the same mother, you're not allowed to do anything in relation to incest. It's considered to be incest. So literally blood mixture.
Fra means to mix.
Fra is to mix. And you're not allowed to do anything of the sort. So if your sister becomes your wife, then you have done something that will require you to sacrifice a bull around a sheep. Let's continue. Onyamiadom, so the Onyame and Yadom, you don't pause between them. Onyamiadom. So some of these, even though they're written as separate words, when you actually pronounce them, it sounds like they come together. Just like when you're speaking English. So you say, I'm speaking English. If you don't know the English, it just sounds like one word, I'm speaking English. You don't know where it starts, you don't know where it ends, it's just one sentence. So even though you know that these are separate words, I don't have to pronounce them each and every one separately, because if I do that, you will think something is wrong with me. Right? So the same thing here, Onyamiato. So if someone says, Onya Kakra, what are they really trying to let you know? Exactly, they're not really fun. It's like, I'm fun a little bit, so then that would elicit a further question of, oh, who you are. If you So akonta, again, this is a special relationship because once you are getting married, they have what's called akontaji, which is that which you have to give to the brothers of your wife, right? So you have to settle them before you are allowed to marry. If they are not pleased with you and whatever you have given to them, then you will never get married. So they're in a very powerful position on that. And then if you want to mistreat your wife, this is also who you have to answer to on that. Good. So well, first, any questions on this section? Asking names, finding out how the person is doing. Okay. I'll ask each of you a random question. What to say? That one is easy. If you to say, will you remove to say? What to say? Yeah, that was saying. You want somebody. So other common expressions, who free? Who free? Who free? If you Kumasi or Asante Mantam or Ghana. Be free.
Please, the last part.
Mhm.
It says Asante Mantam.
Asante Mantam. So the mu is telling you inside. Asante Mantam. Ghana. That's the part that's translated as in the Asante region. Here you see that the spelling error is supposed to be Asante. Now when you have Ashanti, this is coming from a British mispronunciation of a Ghana mispronunciation. So they said there was an explorer, missionary who was named Bowditch. So we had a Ghana guy. Now the Ghana don't use the sound, they make a sh sound. So anytime they get a sound, they'll pronounce it as a sh. So it's Asante. Now because it's a Ghana speaker, they're pronouncing Ashanti. Also, they tend not to end the word with an I sound. They'll make it an E sound. That's how you get Ashanti instead of Asante. So it's a difference between an I sound and an E sound, Asante. So Etifi Mantam. Etifi Mantam. Yeah, so Etifi is northern. So Etifi is north, it's a word for north, so you say Etifi Mantam, you say northern region. So Mantam is region. Anafor. 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 Pie, Atoye. This comes from pie, which is to appear, and that is for the rising of the sun. This is Atoye from the word to, which is to fall. So pie and to. So that would be Etifi Atoye Mantam. Etifi Apieye Mantam. Apieye. Yeah. So you have to palatalize it, so Pieye.